This quick video will show you how to view and extract module events from the module calendar in Google Calendars. Okay, let's go into our calendar, and as I said in the previous video, thing to remember with Google Calendar is because you're opening it in a web browser, you can always duplicate the tab and you can have that calendar open in many different views, meaning that you can perhaps change the visibility of calendars in each view. So what I'm going to do now in this calendar is I just want to have a look at, let's say, 6780, ARC 6780. So the first thing I can do is if I click on the drop down and display only this calendar, and that will only show events that are in this calendar. Now at the moment I'm viewing this in a week view, as you can see. If we move that, click that onto a month view, then you are, at the moment, you're only seeing the events in that calendar in the months view. Because I duplicated the tab, my original view of the calendar with all my other events is still there. Okay. Now what I've also got, and we probably could do with setting this up centrally, is I have a week number calendar which I actually created myself, and what we'll do, we will make that available to everybody, just so that you can switch on the semester weeks at the same time. Okay, so there's a view showing the month, but let's say you want to see all the events in a kind of list. So you can just go up to the agenda view here, click on that agenda view, and that then shows you all the events in that calendar in a kind of list view. And yeah, you can obviously go forwards and backwards and customize where you want that list to start from. So I'll just go back to today. So that's quite useful. Okay, that's quite useful just for yourself. If you click on any of the events, you get more information about the event, and you can edit the event if you want, like that. You've got these two buttons here, expand all, collapse all. If we click on collapse all, it just collapses all of those events into a list. Okay, so how do you get that list out? So let's say, for example, you want to put that list of events into your module handbook. So if you go over to the top right under More, and you click on Print, and you've now got some options for how you can print under here. But actually, before I do that, I'm just going to switch off my week numbers, and I'll show you why. We'll go back up here to Print. So first thing is print range. What dates do you want it to print? So let's put from today, and I mean, I know that this module ends at the end of semester 1, so let's just put a date at the end of February. Okay, that's done. Font size, you can put that onto smallest. It tends to still be quite legible on a sort of A4. Orientation, portrait or landscape, tend to leave it in auto, to be honest. Print end times, print attendees, depends what the purpose is for. If you're putting it in a module handbook, you probably don't need that, so you can get rid of that. Print your response, you probably don't need to see that if you're putting it in a handbook. Display events that you've declined, you probably don't want to see that. You can put it into black and white if you want. You get a little preview here of kind of how it will look, and if you then click on Save As, then it will instantly download a PDF of that, which if I just open here, is just a simple list view. I mean, it's not it's not sort of anything special in terms of graphic design, but it's a functional list. It's a quick way of getting the events out of that calendar, putting them into a handbook. So what you could do with these 2 pages, you could just paste them into the handbook, into the PDF. You could always select the text from this, copy and just paste that into the Word document if you want. But the good thing about this is that you know that the information you're putting in the module handbook is the same information as the calendar at the time that you extract the information, of course. But probably a lot easier than having to manually type out all of these events. Okay. There's other options in here. You can send it straight to a printer, but normally, to be honest, the Save As option is as good as any.